All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawadah, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to the whole like Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure, as well as hastening the coming of our Lord Yahawadah. All right, man. So I titled this live, The Perfect Recipe for Jacob's Trouble, man. All right. We seen what happened. This guy, Charlie Kirk, right, who 90% of Americans probably didn't even know who the hell he was until Esau put a bullet in his chest, or in his neck, rather. All right, this guy, Charlie Kirk, has stirred up a lot of emotions within these Edomite men, to be more specific. Okay, and it's the perfect recipe for sedition, for Jacob's trouble, for uproars of the people, for people to not regard their kings or their princes, as the scriptures say. All right, now the scriptures also tell us to be not ignorant, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, right? And we know what the will of Yahawadah Shem Yahawashi is, and it's not peace, as some people would have you to believe, okay, as the Christian church would have you to believe, okay, IUIC might have you to believe, okay, your grandma might have you to believe, right? The Lord's plan for this world is not peace, okay? And clearly Esau's plan isn't either, and Esau follows the plan of Yahawadah Shem Yahawashi, right? So Esau needs all hell to break loose. He needs people to be on edge to justify setting up more draconian measures, okay, framing more mischief by law, and ultimately to bring in the mark of the beast, man. Okay. Anyway, man, I got a few clips here, and I got a handful of scriptures that I want to bring out. All right, but the first scripture I want to bring out is Matthew 10. Okay. This is Matthew 10 and verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." And this is Yahawadah speaking. He said, I didn't come to bring peace on earth. I came to bring a sword. Okay. "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be there of his own household," man. All right. And what better thing to have people fighting within their own household, amongst their own family, than what political party you're a part of? Or you're a Democrat, or you're a Republican, or you're the left, you're the right, plebeian, patrician, okay? What better thing to use, okay, than politics? Religion and politics are two great dividers, man, okay? And that's what this country is torn right now. All right, now Jake will dabble in it a little bit, but they're not as nearly as deep into politics as these Edomites are, man. Okay, these so-called white people, man, they're deep into politics, man. They really believe in that shit, man. Okay, when the news of Charlie Kirk being shot down by Esau took place, I was at the plantation. And this Edomite guy, I was actually on my break when I found out about it. And this Edomite guy who I know at my job, who's pretty much, he's into politics, and, you know, he was like, he was coming back from his car from break, and I was sitting outside at the picnic table. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, man, who was Charlie Kirk?" And he was like, "Oh, so you heard?" And he was like, he had just finished shedding tears, literally, bro. Literally had just finished shedding tears at the news of Charlie Kirk being assassinated, okay? Right? I kid you not. And he broke it down to me who he was, and pretty much he started the wave. Charlie Kirk started that wave, where he was one of the creators of that wave of pulling up to colleges and doing that outside thing where they set up a microphone and people come up and state their opinions, and he go back and forth and debate with them. Myron Gaines does that right now too. Okay. But anyway, yeah, this guy was emotional, man. So Esau is he's stirring up the emotions of the people, man. Okay. And then you got, let me show you. All right. I don't want y'all to see my personal. Okay. Then you got shit like this guy here.
I just murdered Charlie Kirk. pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president.
This guy almost makes you want to laugh because, well, you can see why Esau is called the red man. Okay, why the scriptures refer to him as red. But this guy makes me he's almost comical. Because the thing is, man, once these Edomites lose, once these lower level Edomites, right, who did all the bidding of Esau to keep Jacob oppressed, you know, once they come to the realization, you know, the great majority of them, that their own leaders, their own people have played them, like they say, they inherited lies, the lies of their fathers, then they're really going to snap, man. All they have left to hold on to pretty much is this false narrative that America's this great country and it's democracy and white people were so great, man. This is the last thing they have to hold on to. And once they come to the realization that they got played, that's when shit's gonna pop off, man. You're gonna see a lot more Edomites like this. Okay?
Fucking violence. God! Do you know how many This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed my whole life. I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy.
You talking about, I just saw blood squirting out of his neck.
Why do they always come with fucking violence? Gosh damn it. Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people.
And you almost can't even tell if this shit is fake. If Esau just had somebody upload this video to, you know what I'm saying? He all in public and shit. It was like he was at the strip mall or something. But who cares, man? I actually saw a guy at my job show real emotion. And I watched him go up to a bunch of different Edomites and say, hey, man, did you hear about what happened to Charlie Kirk? Did you hear about what happened to Charlie Kirk? And a couple Edomites shrugged him off, but a few of them engaged with him. And then he's cool with me because he knows that I'm into politics and shit. That's about all he knows. But so, yeah, they really are emotional about this shit. Then they got the video of the alleged shooter on the roof. Let's go back here. So the Lord is bringing sedition, man. Check this out.
White man, fight back! 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 White man, fight back!
They're chanting, white man, fight back. White man, fight back. Like as if they're the ones that's being bullied. They've done all the wickedness in the earth, man. The greatest atrocities, sins, murders, slaughters was done by the so-called white man, and he has the nerve to chant, white man, fight back. He has the nerve to chant, white man, fight back, man.
White man, fight back! White man, fight back! White man, fight back! White man, fight back! White man, fight back!
As if he's been bullied in the earth, man. He knows this is it for him, man. These Edomite men are going out bad, man. And guess what, man? We have no sympathy for you. It's time. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? All right? How art thou fallen from heaven, man? How did you lose your spot? Right? Jake is about to rule, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahawadah Shem Yahawadah, of course. Okay? What else we got?
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Do you know how many mass shooters there have been?
You got a guy behind him right before he got shot, the bulky Edomite guy. Looked like he was running fucking baseball plays like an umpire or some shit, man. Check this out.
In America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence?
And then this guy gets shot right after he says something about gang violence.
Still mad, man? Still mad?
So, yeah, man, that's enough. So, yeah, man, we in that time, man. This is the perfect recipe for Jacob's trouble. as we approach the dead seasons, the fall and the winter, man. All right. This is Mark 3:23. It says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, man. In America, it has never been more divided. Okay, I'm talking about Edomites divided amongst Edomites. Okay, you got Edomites that wholeheartedly hate Donald Trump. And then you got Edomites who wholeheartedly love love Donald Trump, man. They really eat, sleep, breathe, and shit this MAGA stuff, man. Okay. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And America is totally divided. Okay. By way of a bunch of fucking psyops. Okay. And if the house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and he be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And that's what we seeing, man. We seeing these Edomites rise up against Edomites. Okay. On a lower level in government. Okay. You seeing America versus Russia, or Israel versus Ukraine, which not Ukraine, it might be Ukraine, I forget, but basically you're seeing division on every level, man. Okay, and that goes back to, I believe, 2nd Ezra 13 and around the 31st verse, right? Where the division is going to get so bad that the scriptures go on to say one realm shall fight against another, man. The spirit realm is going to fight against this earthly realm, okay? It says, so yeah, man, this is all the will of Yahawadah Shem Yahawadah, and it's a beautiful thing to see taking place. Isaiah 19:2. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. America is likened unto Egypt because what? It's synonymous with bondage, okay? The children of Israel were enslaved in Egypt, and there was a great deliverance from Egypt, ancient Egypt, okay? And the children of Israel are enslaved in modern day Egypt, and we're going to have a second deliverance, a greater deliverance, the elect that is, from this new modern Egypt, which is America, okay? And they got a lot of Egyptian nods, okay? America makes a lot of nods to Egypt, all right? Just look at your dollar. We can start there for starters, okay? It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. And that's what we seeing. That's what's getting ready to take place. And everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fill in the midst thereof. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards, man. All right? The Lord said he would destroy the counsel thereof, man. What do people normally go to for counsel, man? The people that these Americans look to for counsel, they don't got the answers, man. The Lord said he would destroy the counsel, man. People was going to Charlie Kirk for counsel, tuning into what he did, man, to learn what they should think, right? Because most of these Americans, their opinions and shit are just borrowed, man. Most people, their opinions are borrowed. It's not based on truth. They heard somebody say something that they felt might have resonated with them, and they decided to stick with that opinion, man. That's why Esau puts all these different influencers out there in front of you, man. Okay, he builds them up, makes them big, and then he fucking slaughters them in front of you and to pull on your heartstrings, okay? Right, whether it be your rappers or your Charlie Kirks, okay? It says, verse 4, it says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Now, whether that be Donald Trump or J.D. Vance, which we believe is Trump, but, there's talks that Trump may be sick and he might not have long to live, man. There's all type of information that's put out, whether it be true or false. Hey, man, we seeing that, man. The laws that are happening here that are being formed under the Trump administration are starting to become cruel, man. Alligator Alcatraz is cruel, okay? No cash bail, revoking that, holding people indefinitely. That's cruel. For petty crimes, that's cruel, man. Okay? It says, of a cruel Lord and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And that's what we seeing take place, man. And all of these things is going to lead to what? Okay? 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, America, Babylon the Great, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Jumping down, okay, to verse 15, it says, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay? They're not going to regard their kings and their princes. It's going to get to the point now where people are going to start hunting down these politicians when they realize, when these Americans, these Edomites, when they realize that they've been lied to by their own people, and that both Democrats and Republicans are working together behind the scenes to keep you confused, okay? Which we've been telling you that it's clear as day, but, you know, people need something to believe in, okay? So real quick video, man. Lord's will, this video was edifying. And hey, man, the perfect recipe for Jacob's trouble. Shalom.